Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Ambessa and we'll be facing off against the Spirit Blossom Teemo adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. I realized that I want to try a different relic setup on Ambessa, but in order to do the setup that I want, I need to bring Ambessa up to level 30 so I have access to the third rare relic slot. So I figured I should do an adventure to level it up, and what better adventure than the one that actually gives me rewards for completing it. So yeah, that's why we're playing Ambessa here today. I'm still running the same setup that I used last time on Ambessa. The Twin Drake Hounds is Ambessa's signature relic, so obviously it's pretty decent. And then you have the Storm Razor in order to attack with Ambessa without the barrier. And Spectral Scissors gives us a lot more buffs from our military training. And yeah, we should be fairly decent against this adventure. We shouldn't have too much trouble here. Bouncing Blades, Explosive Finale, or Easy Prey. Honestly, I think this is a reroll. None of these really matter a lot. Guess Easy Prey makes it so our first unit is rather decent. We don't really have a decent play turn 1 though. Maybe Rictus into the two husks. So we get a very good Rictus. Nah, let's reroll. Reunited Sunstone Scout Raiding Party. Not exactly what I want either. Spellslinger, Enfeebling Strike, Arm to the Teeth. Spellslinger is interesting. Cunning Sweep becomes 0. This becomes 2. The Public Execution becomes 3. And then the Conscription will start off at 2. Because we have a mana potion on this Conscription. I think Enfeebling Strike is better overall, but Spellslinger is... Spellslinger allows us to go for an interesting draft this run. We can do a bit more of a spell-focused deck. Maybe we can find the Riven, get some Blades going, or some Reforge going. Toss everything, keep the Rictus. It's probably our only decent... turn 1 play. Let's do it that right away. Start chipping away at the opponent itself. Yeah, sure, I'll do the Blade Squire. It baits out removal from the opponent. Overwhelm, that's nothing. We'll use it at a later turn. Can do Conscription for 1 here. 1 into 3, or I can do Rictus. I'll do Rictus because that stuns the Grandma Inoki and forces a block if he wants to take no damage here. I think that's worth it. Then I do Conscription to generate 2 blockers with barrier. Obviously the opponent doesn't decide to attack. I could do Ambessa here. I have enough for Ambessa and Conscription. That's it, I'm doing it. And the opponent just dies this turn. I can do Conscription here. And then his entire board gets stunned and I attack with the Rictus, or an additional Rictus. The scissors are very good with Ambessa because of that. You effectively double your damage output if you already have a high attack unit. Savage Reckoner, Harrowing Return, Earthshaker. Harrowing Return is 3. I'll save the 2 rerolls just in case I come across something absolutely atrocious. This is one. This is actually free. Ooh, Samira with elusive and scout. That's gotta be a pretty decent turn 1 play, right? Zoe. Zoe is tempting as well. The support cards on Zoe are not that great, but Zoe itself, 1 mana, elusive scout, deathless, so it's stickier as well. Stickier than the Samira at least. Let's do Zoe. Targon also has access to some decent cheap spells, so that's synergy with our spell slinger. Damage allies can't block, or the foe permanently charms the first ally played each game for converging timelines. Converging timelines is not that great for us. We care about the name, or yeah, the name of our units. So we don't really want to transform them. Should I reroll here? Kind of want to go for a major regret for the added challenge. Let's reroll here. When you summon an ally, stun it for profit of an elder god. That's not worth it. Let's just take the cheap version or the common power instead. New student. It's a bit of board presence, so sure. And then I suppose that's enough. We obviously go for the bottom path because we get a better reward off of this encounter. And let's just hope that the opponent doesn't fill my board up too much, because we don't really have a lot of ways to heal either in the encounters themselves or outside of them. It's unfortunate. Do I do double 1 here or 1 in the 3? I think I'll do 1 in the 3. And we hope the opponent doesn't summon a landmark. I guess he summons 2 landmarks. First let's do this, attack with the Zoe. Get the spell. This forces a block with the Desert Naturalist, I guess. Okay, he doesn't block with the... Or he blocks with the Desert Naturalist, but nothing else. I was fully expecting another block. Let's do the Serpent just to fill up my board. The next turn I'll just... Harrowing Return maybe. Never mind. I was hoping to Harrowing Return here. At least the opponent's board is full, so he can't really go for units or landmarks that fill up the board. Could do this here. Set up an attack. If I don't do this here, the opponent probably pulls Zoe with one of the Bomber Twins. But I might be okay with that, just because Zoe has Deathless. It doesn't do that. I still think I trade the Zoe in. Zoe gets the buffs anyway, so it's not like she will be that close to dying from a stray Flash Bomb Trap. Then I can do this. Next turn I take 10 from the Scrappy Bomb, dying. Can do Zoe attack, then I'll attack with everything else. Let's do Conscription first, yeah, because I can do Conscription and Public Execution. Let's do it.
I'll show the hunters.
Yeah, sure. The opponent has to block, or he has to start blocking, otherwise he dies. It's fine. Let's do a public execution there. Give that one barrier. Can I get something decent out of this? Maybe. Trickster, Serpent, or Charger. Let's do Serpent. Then I guess I can do this. Keep that stunned so that we can have a better attack with all of my other units. The opponent takes the 10. Two of my units cease to be able to block. Fortunately, that's why I got the Serpent. The opponent probably doesn't go for an open attack this turn, he plays something first. That's not the kind of unit I was expecting. I was expecting something that I could kill with the public execution. Fine, I'll just manufacture a blocker. No blocks from the opponent. Let's just hope I don't die to both caps. Yeah, we only have 3, so we're safe. Our board is full, so it's not like the opponent can develop any more landmarks. And then we just have to rebuild over the course of the next few games. Referring to the health I have, that is. Targon has access to units with lifesteal, so maybe I can get one of those. Worst case scenario, I'll just grab some health at the healer. But it might not even be necessary. This is normally the encounter that deals the most damage to you. And I'm summoned advanced one. Oh, these are all atrocious. I guess this is worth 2 units if I play a conscription before I play it, but even then it's not that great. And if you spend mana to play unit, refill 1 mana. It's kind of synergistic with our whole stick of playing cheap spells. Poros, Gold Chest, definitely the Poros. We can get the power that summons a Poro per turn. That's going to be decent, at least in the beginning of the game, to generate blockers. Yeah, so we did fairly well last time around. And now we're guaranteed to get a Ambessa. Just have to hope that the opponent doesn't blame dance too much on the first turn. Or that he doesn't get a bunch of units from Nightmares like he did just now. Could do public execution here, but it's unnecessary. I'd rather do this actually. That way we can do conscription on the first turn. Yeah, the Marai Reef fire is already paying off. Let's do this. Force some blockers out of the opponent maybe. Just one. Maybe get something good here. One glow, the messenger. I can cheapen the cost of something next turn. Might be worth it. Can do Ambessa next turn. Ambessa public execution, can I do that? Block there. Alright, that becomes unable to block. So the opponent will hit me with 1 unit. I can't do Ambessa public execution, unfortunately. Oh, but the opponent's passing. I'll take that pass anytime. That's huge for me. I don't know why he decided to just pass for no reason, but I'll take it. Pretty sure I go for a level up on the Ambessa here, unless he removes it. Okay, she is recalling the Ambessa. It's fine. I'll trade in with the 1-1. Dropped on the Ambessa yet again. He shouldn't have anything else this turn. I suppose I'll do this. We'll pull this one. The opponent's guaranteed to die here, right? Yeah. Even if he blocks like this, I get the Ambessa. Oh no, I don't. My hand is full. I don't get a midnight raid. Well, fortunately, I have public execution. Let's give the Zoe barrier. Doesn't matter what I play the public execution on. Let's do this. It's not even relevant, but whatever. Oh, when you spend mana, guess it makes sense. I'm not spending mana to play that unit, so I don't get mana back. Well, game over for the opponent. Exact lethal. You only lost 1 health there. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I don't need to heal up in the healer encounter. Well, these are kind of bad. Caster Trifer and Glory Seeker is decent because we can pull something, trade it with it, refill our spell mana, maybe play another spell on that same turn. But Coral Creatures has more lethality. Yeah, I think the higher lethality is better. Boros. Do I really want little buddies? Having too many units or board spaces filled up is a problem because it denies us the effect of the conscription, because we can't even play it if our board is full. So there's no way to just use it as a way to proc the phalanx for the barrier. Maybe I don't want to fill your home. Would it be decent against any other encounter? Not particularly. Affectionate Poro. Just because it's a 2-2 with Challenger. But Destined Poro on the other hand. Yeah, let's pick up the Destined Poro. Might be bad to fill up our deck with clutter, but I think it's going to work out for us. Definitely getting rid of this though. Yeah. Prodigy's Shade. I don't think it will work out that well for us. No. Sorrow Eater. Or the Fox Spirit. Well, we haven't played against anything besides the Spirit Blossom Ahri. So let's not change that.
Shall we go together then?
We do cast a decent amount of spells, but the extra what are they called? Foxfires shouldn't matter. Yeah, Legion Grenadier is fine keep alongside the Ambessa. Cunning Sweep. We can stun something in the middle of the opponent's attack. Ouch. Right, we can't just do Zoe. Now. Guess I can do Zoe Sleepy Trouble Bubble to stun that. Never mind, because the Serene Spirit's around. Really want to do an attack with Zoe, but I can't. I'm still going to attack with Zoe. Just to work towards Ambessa's level up. I have to do this, but it's probably fine. Destined Poro is a decent draw next turn. This way he can force the opponent to take not take, can force the opponent to attack into it. Let's do Legion Grenadier into... He has a Spirit Blossom Ahri in hand, by the way. So there's no point in me killing it this turn. I'll keep drawing through my deck. Ouch. It's okay.
Who's gonna get in my way?
A lot of the opponent's units have elusive. Whatever. Of course the opponent forces or blocks with the ephemerals. I don't know what I was expecting. I think the correct play is to just stun here. Maybe stun something else. Yeah, the opponent gets rid of the Zoe. But that's just worse for him, I guess, because he loses out on one Spirit Blossom Ahri. Straight here. Block here. Take the 6. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Can do 5 to this guy. And then set up so that next turn... okay, he really doesn't like the Zoe. Fortunately, I have another one in hand. That changes my play a little bit. I was going to go for a 2 into a 2, but now I can do the Zoe and the Blade Squire. I can do Sundering Slam here. Let's hold off on that, because that way I can have spare spell mana for the Ambessa. This. Ambessa doesn't kill the Ahri, so I guess we'll pull here. Let's see how the opponent blocks. Victus is great. Unfortunately, I can't play it this turn. Does the opponent kill my... No, he doesn't kill my Zoe. I guess he is threatened by the Legion Grenadiers. I can do Midnight Raid here in order to get a rally effect off of the Zoe. No, I have a plan. Destined Poro. Conscription. Midnight Raid on the Destined Poro. Please block this. Oh right, the barrier makes it so. Right, the barrier makes it so the Poro doesn't die this turn. That was a blunder on my hand. A significant blunder. It's already stunned till 6 instead. Okay, that's not stunned, so it would just stun it. It's fine, the opponent only has one unit on board. Ooh, and I got public execution. No, my Ambessa. It's probably still fine. He kills the Ambessa, but I can do this. Kill the Spirit Blossom Ahri. Rally. I trade... It's a waste of a rally effect, but it's probably okay. I'm going to be able to do Legion Marauder. Let's attack with the Zoe, get some value out of the Scout. Then let's Conscription the Legion Marauder. We're going to attack into Foxfires, but it's okay. Maybe the opponent kills the Destined Poro for another attack for free. It does. That's a significant mistake by the opponent. Now I get to do full damage before Legion Marauders. And just because this way it avoids a Fox Fire next turn, let's do this. Let's just go for an attack immediately here. Sure. It passes priority back to the opponent so he has a chance to do something, but it chooses to do nothing instead. Well, to be fair, my Legion Marauders were very large, so it's not like he could have done anything. I'm pretty sure most of the removal on that deck is just spells, or damaging spells. Shadow Totem, Ambessa. Yeah, more copies of Ambessa, more copies of other units thanks to the scissors. And it also translates into more buffs.
You know you want me.
Raiding party follow the wind, afterlife forbidden. I guess we're doing raiding party. Doesn't feel that great because we already have a lot of buffs, but fine. Grant the 3 leftmost cards in your hand fleeting. Can we make that work? Unlimited power kind of makes it so our spell cards are free, yet again. We do have a decent amount of spells going. Not of them that expensive though. Let's take the extra challenge. No bottom path. I don't think we can deal with the Chimes encounter. We're back up to full health. Keep on Ambessa, keep a public execution. Oh right. I completely forgot I'm going to discard these 3 cards on the first turn. That was a big blunder. Let's hope I'm not punished for it. Zoe, Spaces Catcher, I think is the play. We'll discard this. Let's get some discounts. Unfortunately, the opponent has a young witch, so I can't freely attack with the Zoe. I guess I can do this since it's going to be discarded no matter what. Let's do public execution. I'm going to play the Ambessa next turn. It's fine. Attack with the Zoe. Then I want to conscription. Next turn we draw a public execution. We can do public execution with the Ambessa by playing Ambessa and getting a free spell mana. So I should probably save my spell mana for that. Let's do this. See if I get something here that changes my play. Not particularly. I'll get the charger because it's cheap. Sure. We're working towards Ambessa's level up, I guess. We'll take things slow. Ouch. Let's drop down the Ambessa. See what happens. Can do public execution here. Just to give barrier to the Zoe. Then I can do scout attack, goes to 4. Guess we'll do this. Make use of the barrier, deny the healing. Opponent attacks with those 2.
You challenge me. Look me in the eye.
Honestly, this is fine.
Challenge me.
We don't need the 2 Ambessas around. A single one is enough. Especially if I can just kill the largest unit the opponent has access to right away. everything. Gets left with a 1-drop. But then I can Midnight Raid. And deal 2 to everything. Level up the Ambessa. Please block the Ambessa. Do it, I dare you. Okay, it doesn't do it. I was hoping I would get an additional rally effect off. Well, I still win this turn. Zoe grows, procs the scout. Then I can do Legion Marauder conscription. Legion Marauder is very large just off of the raiding party. Ooh, deny. I guess that denies the barrier for everything from the leveled up Zoe proccing the Legion Marauder's effect. Let's do this here. Opponent gets set to 1, but I rally. Okay. The opponent believes he can survive with 1 health. Surely not. Let's just do this. Kill the opponent instantly from the attack trigger off of our power. Harrowing Return, Mentor of the Stones, Triferian Training Pits. Triferian Training Pits is too expensive. I guess we pick up more Harrowing Returns. It goes from 3 to 1 and 3 if it's the first spell we play that turn. So it's gotta be good. Champion item chest. Don't really need the draw. Guess I'll take the +1 attack and brush. Both units or both players fill their back rows. We can get very screwed by that if we just end up summoning all of our cheap units. Let's skip the Public Execution and the Rictus. We can go for the Public Execution on the first turn for free. Rictus is a decent play on turn 1 as well. Do we get any Ambessas here? No Ambessas on the first turn. This is still probably fine, right? We attack like this. We can do this here, I guess, to force a rally. And then depending on what the opponent kills here, we'll adjust accordingly. Might be a mistake though, if the opponent has his rally effect, I'm kind of screwed. No, it appears it doesn't have anything. Well, let's do Rictus. And then we attack with the Rictus again. Opponent is forced to block. I can do Public Execution. Yeah, this should give me an additional bunch of damage because we have Public Execution and then we have enough mana for the Harrowing Return. Legion Marauder. Decent card to get. Of course the opponent immediately generates 2 blockers. I'll manage. It dealt a bunch of damage, but the opponent didn't really lose any units. Don't know if that's any good. Okay, it just goes for an open attack. Let's hope I don't draw too many puff caps. Ouch. Ouch. Let's just take this turn to develop some cheap units. Let's get the conscription out of hand. No, Rictus is a better copy. Or a better thing to copy. I do waste an Ambessa next turn. But I don't think I need double Ambessa to win.
Kneel before me.
I have come for the
Never mind. The opponent has a stun effect. Let's attack with the Zoe.
Trust must be earned. Few are ever
Get
worthy.
some value out of the scout effect for the Ambessa level up. And they can attack like so. This will stun the Ione. He blocks, that's to be expected. Kind of keeping control of the board, but not really. And we can do public execution there. Probably. Then I'll do arrowing return since I have the mana. Hopefully we get, yeah, the Rictus. Double Rictus will allow us to win here because the opponent won't be able to do anything. Actually no, not win here. They won't grow enough. Guess I'll kill this one. Next turn I probably win. If the opponent doesn't screw me too hard, I'll gladly trade the Zoe in. This is a mistake because I waste my discount, but I don't think I need my discount. Let's do coral creatures. It's fine. Ooh, Solaris Sunforger. That's a way to heal up. But I'll have to wait for the next turn in order to do that. To heal up using the Solaris Sunforger. I think it's worth it. Let's just give Ambessa Spell Shield. And then... yeah, the opponent already attack. I guess he can't screw me if he has the Will of Ionia, but I'm hoping he doesn't. Let's do Conscription, get another lifesteal unit, and I can do this to get an additional lifesteal unit, and this heals me up by 24. While at the same time killing the opponent. Okay, it was worth it. Depending on what the opponent had there, it might have not been worth it to try to go for the healing. We could have killed the opponent in the previous turn. But my gamble paid off. And now I don't have to heal up at the healer encounter. Can I get something decent? I guess Brother's Bond is okay. 1 mana we give to allies barrier. And let's go for the shop. This is my last chance to use my reroll. Let's use it. The best defense makes my units more durable, I guess. We have some very good setup or very good powers here, but some very bad ones as well. I think we're cutting Kato here. Yeah, we don't really need the +3/+0 overwhelm. For 5. We're doing just fine without it. This might be a problem because the opponent starts off with an Atakan. Sure, the Atakan's stunned, but it's still a large threat that I'll struggle to deal with. I don't want the Marai Reef in my opening hand. I'll keep the Destined Poro though. Maybe it dissuades the opponent from attacking. Buff caps and 12 flash bomb traps. No Ambessa on the opening hand. That's a bummer. There she is.
I need just a moment.
Do I want to go for conscription on the sparring student? I guess just as a way to block those two. 6 on the Atakan. I'll take it honestly. And then I can do Legion Drummer.
World awaits! Forward!
No attacks from the opponent. I'll do Zoe. I think I can do it if it... I thought for sure he was going to try to attack with the Trifer and Glory Seekers, pull the Zoe, kill it. I was fully prepared to use the Cunning Sweep to protect the Zoe, but it turns out it's unnecessary. I was also hoping he would kill one of my units here, so that I could play Ambessa and get 2 Ambessas next turn. But I guess no double Ambessa for me.
Fall in line! Let it pop!
Let's do this.
Show them the might of Noxus!
What should I do here? Ambessa gets set to a 9/9. I want to proc the Ambessa's attack effect. Ambessa's attack effect clears those two, so I don't even need to pull them. Yeah, this is fine. A decent attack.
Embrace your demise!
Is the opponent not going to do anything?
Next time!
The prettier the
Okay, he
rose,
does
the
that.
deeper the thorns.
Actually, no, I didn't attack with the Zoe. Completely forgot about that. And it was a mistake because Zoe is dying. Well, not really. Zoe gets brought back thanks to the Deathless. I kill that unit. I can use the Midnight Raid to proc Zoe's Scout effect, which will translate into another rally because of the way Scout works. Let's do super cool start chart. That's fine. It will just act as a way to remove that thing's spell shield. And then I can attack with the Ambessa again. I don't think I want to proc its Ambessa's effect, but I definitely want this to kill the Atakan.
Big mistake.
I have a plan. Yeah, we'll Cunning Sweep this guy, stun it. We save its life because I want to use the public execution on it with the Ambessa for an additional rally. Because by getting an additional rally here, we can kill the Atakan. And we also proc the death on the opponent's power. So we get set to 70. I can no longer deal any damage this turn, but I've basically ensured that the first phase of the fight is done. But the problem is, can I survive the second phase?
For anything. Be as loud.
Opponent's attacking with everything. And my Zoe is dead. And he's stealing my Ambessa.
Another plaything.
26 damage.
For the Empire!
I draw 4 cards, get set to 13. I have 21 puff caps in deck. There is a chance I die here. Let's hope I don't, though. 1. I have to think about what I'm doing here. I get my Ambessa back, right? The steals are not permanent. Or the charms. I hope they're not permanent. Can do Rictus Conscription. Set up for the next turn, maybe Conscription the Destined Portal for a rally effect. Might be worth it. Rictus.
Don't be shy.
Unfortunately, Evelyn has life steal or a regeneration, so she's just going to heal up everything. I get the Ambessa back. So let's do Conscription. We can guarantee a kill on one of the Poros next turn. There we go. I get the Ambessa back and she's leveled up. And I kill the opponent this turn.
Embrace your demise.
Let's do this. Ambessa kills that one. The Poro kills that one. Then Rictus stuns the Evelyn. And those two... Actually, let's... Yeah, no, we can afford to give the Poro quick attack. Actually, this is a waste of a rally effect. Still fine. Just for the sake of the damage. Have Achiever. Unless he has a way to proc it this turn, it's not going to work out for him. Let's Conscription the Poro yet again. Then I can do... Let's do Rictus over the Rift to the Spire. It has already done its job, giving us a billion extra spell mana, which we wouldn't have normally. Let's attack like so. Ensure a rally effect. So even if the opponent had something that prevented us from attacking or from killing him this turn, we still got an additional attack off. Or killed him with that attack. We still got an additional attack off. Ooh, we got dangerously close to death there. We probably could have died if I didn't get so lucky there at the end and not drawn enough buff caps to lose the game. But luck is part of this game, either ours and our opponent. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.